Greetings. My name is Dr. Joseph Ross, and I'm the Vice President of PCIBA, the Putnam County Independent Business Alliance, along with Rich Osmers, who's our current president. I want to tell you a little bit about our organization so you know where we come from and where we're going to, and why you should be excited about an opportunity to join us. PCIBA had its origins about a year ago in a group called the Winner's Circle, which is a group of local businessmen, leaders, who get together for lunch and share ideas. And we're looking for a good project. Rich found one. We went out to Warwick, New York, and met with a lady, Deb, who showed us the organization they had formed, which was supporting local business by driving traffic to local businessmen and educating the community about why they should use local business and the advantages. And they were doing a great job. It took us a year to organize our version of their networking group based on PCIBA, which is a national alliance of business organizations, all based on supporting small business. Now, our model uses what we call the Putnam County Cash Card, which is a loyalty card. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. But basically, I want you to understand that we're here to help the community develop more wealth and to help businessmen succeed. Our definition of businessmen is small local businessmen. And to qualify, you can look on our website and see what the qualifications are. Not everybody will, and certainly very big businesses will not. And we'll tell you why. We believe that the groundwork of America, the foundation of America, is small business. And the wealth of America will come from small business. And that's why we're supporting it. Let me give you an idea what I'm referring to. In Danbury, Connecticut right now, there's an organization called WCI. WCI is a contracting group, and they're building a community of 2,500 homes between Exit 1 and Exit 2. What does that have to do with PCIBA? You'll see in just a moment. Let's say they spend about $100 million over the next 2 years developing this community. WCI uses local business people, local suppliers in their development project. That means $100 million will go into Danbury's community. What does that do? $100 million goes into buying supplies, paying craftsmen, carpenters, plumbers, whatever it may be. Those people then spend it locally also because they're small local businessmen. That money gets spent in clothing stores, food stores, etc. $100 million becomes a tidal wave of prosperity that lifts up everyone in the community and creates prosperity as it travels through the community. Our organization's goal is to do the same and to make the consumer aware of how this can be done for this community, for Putnam County. How can that be done? Well, for one thing, our cash card. Our cash card can only be used at local members of PCIBA, and we hope you will be one. The more the merrier. Let me give you an example of how this tool, one of our many tools, works. First of all, we have a website, and on that website we're going to list all our local merchants who are members. And those local merchants will offer some sort of a discount to community members to get them to come into the store. You'll decide upon it. Let's take an example here. Let's say Bill Evans of Brewster Shell decides to offer a 10% discount on mechanical repairs. And someone comes into his store, his gas station, and has an engine overhaul for $3,000. When they pay for that with their credit card, they next swipe their PCIBA card with its magnetic stripe, and Bill puts $300 on that card. Now they're stuck with $300. What are they going to do with that card? Well, I'd like to think they come into my office, holistic vision care, and buy $1,000 worth of glasses. When they do that, they then pay $700 with their credit card, and they take the $300 and swipe that's on their PCIB card, swipe it, and that gives me my $1,000. But they can't get rid of the money. It's so hard to lose that money because when they do that, let's say I give them a 10% discount and I put $100 back on their card. Darn it, they're stuck with money. They got to spend it again. So they come to your store or your business or your professional office and spend that money, and you put more money back on their card. What an annoyance, constantly having money on your card to spend at local businessmen throughout the community. This has worked very well in many communities. It is driving traffic to local businessmen. It is driving people to the local businessmen to see the advantages of shopping locally, and you know there are many of them. It makes us more competitive with the big box stores, and we're going to do a lot more. We have lots of goals and lots of plans. One of them is to offer health insurance, perhaps dental insurance, perhaps optical insurance for our members. Things that become expensive for small businesses, but not for a network of businesses working together. We're going to educate the community. With the money we make from selling our cash cards and other tools, we'll generate money, and with that we're going to go to the community and make them aware of the opportunity of shopping locally and what it does for them. Let's talk about that for just a second. If you go to a big business like Walmart or perhaps Home Depot, out of every dollar you spend, 19 cents goes back to the community. When you go to a local businessman, like a PCIBA member, on the average, 45 cents out of every dollar goes back to the community. There's a very big difference in the wealth this creates. Just like the example of the money going to WCIN to Connecticut and lifting everybody up does, so does the money coming back from shopping locally. You all witnessed what buying everything from China does. It creates poverty. Look at Atlantic City. They said that these casinos were going to bring lots of wealth to Atlantic City. Look what happened around the casinos. It's bombed out. Looks like a war zone. Is that wealth? Well, we're going to educate the consumer. We're hoping to educate you, and we're hoping you will join us and educate us with your ideas and help us form a more effective PCIBA. In essence, PCIBA is a vision of supporting local business, creating prosperity, and using our common advertising dollars to bring business to local merchants. We want more local business in the community, and by creating a supportive atmosphere, we will gain more local businesses. There are lots of businesses that have disappeared. We hope to bring them back. We believe we can do that, and so does our national organization. We'd like you to learn more, and you can do so by coming to our next meeting. We'll invite you. We won't promise membership. You have to meet our qualifications, but most of you hopefully will qualify and will join us in helping the community prosper and developing our PCIBA. So join us online, contact one of the PCI members, find out when our next meeting is, and we'll look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for joining me for this introduction to PCIBA. We'll look forward to seeing you soon.